Hello and welcome to this weather update. It is October 24th, 2017, around 10 o'clock, similar about a day after we did the other weather update. And we continue with this disgusting weather over our area. So first I'm going to show you the radar, and you can see that there's pretty much been a train of rain and even some thunderstorms now over eastern eastern Nassau and western Suffolk. So that noise you hear, by the way, in the background, if you hear like a buzz noise, that's just the fan blowing on me because it's very brutal in here. I don't have air conditioning, and it's really just steamy in here, and very humid and disgusting, and it's horrible. Really, there are people out there that think you need to take the air conditioners out in September. Let me tell you, buddy, those days are over now. The air conditioners stay in year-round. All right, this is the new climate we're in now because of global warming. All right, so you can see there's been some heavy rain, thunderstorms over eastern Nassau, western Suffolk. I saw the lightning too. We've had some downpours. You can see this front's pretty much going nowhere. It's barely moving at all. So if we look at the lightning, you'll see. I'm sorry, folks. Chrome does not work very well anymore. It used to be a great browser, but it's very slow now. It barely responds. At least in Windows 7. You could have the lightning detection is not even working properly. You can see that there's still a lot of lightning over here, but you can see there's lightning over Long Island too, and lightning with that cell here. Right now it's quieted down, there's not as much lightning, but there was quite a bit of lightning earlier. If you were in eastern Nassau, western Suffolk, you could definitely see it, and I'm sure some pretty heavy rain as well. So now let's go ahead and look at the temperatures. Okay, so this is what's going on across our area. So, and again, it's very slow. I don't know, Chrome is just, they ruined Chrome. There was an update, and it's just useless. I'm going to have to switch probably to another browser now as a result of Chrome being ruined. I don't know, you folks at Google screwed up big time with this update. So you see temperatures in the upper 60s to around 70. It's like very warm and very muggy outside right now on Long Island, like a late August evening. It's disgusting. So we have these temperatures here. Let me remind you again, the normal high is supposed to be 60 degrees. All right, that's supposed to be the normal high. 60 degrees, 61 degrees. So here we are at 10 o'clock at night, and we have temperatures around 70, in the upper 60s to around 70. And meanwhile, take a look, as you go west into New Jersey, you see that the temperatures are much lower. And this is where the front is. And this is where the front has been most of the day. It's barely moved at all. All right, and this front is pretty much stuck right over here, over this. You see where my mouse is. This front is pretty much stuck over here. And to the west of this front, you have much more comfortable readings. And they haven't had to deal with the disgusting air that we've had to deal with for almost the whole day now. Almost more than a whole day in this disgusting air mass, which we should never see this kind of air at this time of the year on Long Island. This is not, but we have now, I think we have a mid-Atlantic climate on Long Island. If you want Long Island's old climate, you have to go to Maine now, all right? However, let's head up to Maine. You can see that this warm air is actually pretty far to the north. It makes, actually, speaking of Maine, it's pretty warm up there too. Yeah, once you get up to Maine, it gets a little better. Temperatures are in the mid 60s, but it's still very warm for Maine. And still, 70 in Boston. This is insane. So, again, not normal weather, very abnormal weather we're having. That's all I have to say. So this is the temperature. Let's go ahead and switch to the dew point, and this will show us the dew point and humidity. And you can see where it's humid. Look at these dew points over Long Island. Upper 60s, dew points in the upper 60s, and then as you make your way west into, again, New Jersey, the dew points start dropping, and this is where your front is. So once you get into Pennsylvania, it's a lot more comfortable. This front is pretty much just stuck over our area here. It's like not moving very much. It's been like this most of the day. Well, we've been suffering. It should start moving in a little bit, and hopefully we'll see some relief by midnight here from this disgusting air. But look, all the way into Boston, we have this muggy air. So even all the way into Boston, you are suffering. It's insane. This warm air goes way, way up, this humidity. Even in the Maine, it's frozen. This is what's going on with Chrome. Like I said, they've made it useless now. If you're suffering the same problems with Chrome, please comment in the description, in the comments section below. If you're seeing the same problems with Chrome being very slow since this update. Unless you have, I guess, a really new computer. I guess that's their way of saying buy a new computer. If that's not happening, I'll just use another browser. So anyway, yeah, this is like not even working. So anyway, in the next thing, I want to look at the jet stream and some observations. Show you that this front is just barely moved at all. It's just weather is just not normal at all. This is crazy. Like I said, I wish I had an air conditioner right now. That's all I can say. Okay, so I want to show you the satellite image now. So this is the satellite image, the infrared satellite image, and you can see that the front is pretty much like barely moved. See over here, this is where the dry air is. It's literally right over here. But we're stuck in this disgusting soup right now that just doesn't want to move out of the way. So we have this dry air over here, and then what's going to happen is this will slowly wind up moving east to the area, but it's going to take forever. And this is literally, what you have is a trough over here. Well, I have to show you a larger satellite view, so just hold on a second, and I'll show you the larger satellite view to explain to you what's going on here. Okay, so this is the largest satellite view, and you can see here, you have this trough. Follow my mouse here. I wish I could draw on the screen. I don't know what software I could use for that, but just hopefully follow this. You see, you have this trough here, like this. It's a trough right here, like this. And see how it's leaning to the right like this? Is called negative tilt. So, because of that negative tilt, and because of the jet stream, which we'll get to in a minute, we have this abnormal situation where we have a low that's moving extremely slowly, a trough, which is right here, that is moving very slowly. So this is the front right here, and the front is not barely moving. So literally, follow the cloud band. You can see this moisture feed is coming directly from the tropics, directly from South Florida, the Caribbean. This is not an air mass that should be making its way this far north, especially at this time of the year. But because of climate change, because of the way the jet streams are all messed up, which I'll explain to you again, we are seeing this disgusting air. And they've had a lot of heat out west, too, as a result of, again, climate change, because they have a ridge now over here. So there's a ridge over here, and they're literally 100 degrees in Los Angeles. Crazy kind of heat going on, and hopefully there aren't any new fires as a result of this, because they're getting that Santa Ana wind off the deserts again. None of this is normal for October, but this is the new climate we are in. This is the new reality we are in. So you have this moisture feed you can see coming all the way up from the tropics. So we're suffering this disgusting air. There's relief just off to the west. I mean, you could get in your car right now and probably drive to western New Jersey and enjoy some relief, and then drive back here and sweat again. All right, all in a matter of 3 hours. All right, because this front is barely moving at all. So let's show you the conditions outside now. So this is what I mean. This is the observation at Sussex Airport here in western New Jersey or northwestern New Jersey. You can see temperature is 56. The dew point is down to 56, so it's much more comfortable. The sky's even cleared out, and they're not getting that wind that we're getting either. All right, when we go ahead and we look at the past observations for Sussex, you can see that they've pretty much been comfortable all day. The front for them moved through around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and they've been more comfortable ever since that front moved through. Meanwhile, we have been suffering on Long Island. Literally, we're not that far from Sussex County at all, and we've been suffering a great deal in this disgusting air mass while they've had relief because of the slow movement of this front. It's very unusual to see that. So we're going to take a look at what we've been dealing with here. We'll go to Farmingdale Airport. All right, let me just back up here, show you the current observation. So 68 degrees, rain, fog, and the dew point is 67, so pretty much almost 100% humidity, complete saturation of the air. We have noticed the wind shifting to the southwest, so we'll go back here, we'll look at the observations, and you can see that they've had the heavy rain. I'm surprised it wasn't a thunderstorm put up here, but they've had the heavy rain, and they've gotten, they've gotten quite a bit of rain here, 0.62 inches, so I think we'll see they'll be getting even more rain. So you can see that though we've been suffering in these disgusting conditions, these disgusting dew points all day long, with no relief yet for us here on Long Island. We've just been dying with it. So let's now go to the jet stream, and you can also take a look at these strong winds too that we've had. Two very strong winds. There's a very strong low-level jet that's occurred here. Low-level jet event, which we see more and more of, and you can get them in the middle of the winter now. I mean, I think last year, a couple of days, we had to put the air conditioner on in January, which is why I really want them to put the air conditioner in, and I'm going to meet with them very soon and tell them they need to put the air conditioner in, because this is climate change. Otherwise, I'm going to have to start asking some of you for the money to buy an air conditioner and have it installed, because I can't suffer like this. This is the new climate we are having, folks. This is not normal. Let's go to the jet stream. Okay, we are once again at the Earth Null School website to take a look at the jet stream. It's going to go a little further. That's good. All right, so this is the jet stream again. We're going to look at it again and show you how messed up it is. Look at how wavy this jet stream is. And I explained to you, this is not normal. This is not a normal jet stream. Because what is going on is we are seeing, as I've said before, as the Arctic warms, you are seeing less of a difference between the poles and the tropics. And that is what fuels the jet stream. So now, because we have that less of a variation, the jet stream is much wavier and much more diffuse and unorganized. And so this is what you're seeing here. And you can literally see that there are some jet streams actually that are winding up, actually crossing the equator, which is, you can see that sort of right here. So this is not normal at all. So what you're seeing here is, if you look at my mouse here in the video, you will see here that we have this almost subtropical jet here that's coming up, and this moisture here that we are experiencing here on Long Island and in New York and Boston, this humidity and disgusting tropical air, which shouldn't be coming up here at this time of the year, is being brought northward, and it's being brought north. I had a couple of comments yesterday. Yes, even Canada is experiencing this disgusting air. Even Canada, look at that, it's even trying to make its way up into Greenland. So you can see how this air is literally being pulled up along the east side of this trough here, of this jet stream. This is a very abnormal jet stream. Very abnormal to see a jet stream pattern like this. You know, I mean, I've been following weather. I've been following weather since I was a kid. All right, I've always been interested in meteorology. All right, and there are plenty of meteorologists out there who might not think I'm panicking. All right, look, I don't want to throw people into a panic. But what I want to do is have people open their eyes and see what is happening to this planet of ours. What is happening? So I'm going to turn this around. You can see this diffuse jet stream is going all along the northern hemisphere. I'm going to just turn the whole jet stream around. You can see, look at this. This is insane. Absolutely insane. This is not a normal jet stream that we are looking at right now, folks. Okay, so we are looking at a satellite image from the MODIS satellite. And by the way, that Null School site, I had to use Internet Explorer because it doesn't work with Chrome. As you know, Chrome is fucked up. So anyway, this is a satellite image, so I wanted to show you a better resolution satellite image. This is your trough right here. This is your low right here. And that's a little too, I'm trying to draw so I can help you, show you what's wrong here, explain to you the way things should look in the atmosphere and what we have right now. So we have this huge trough right here, and then we have this huge front. Right here, this cold front right here. That's literally not moving at all. Alright, so, and the jet stream, so I'll draw it in white. Maybe white's not a good color. I'll draw it in red. Alright, the jet stream is the problem, because the jet stream is, as you saw, like this. Alright, so not normal. It's way too wavy because of climate change, because of what we're doing to the atmosphere, right? So let's show you what the jet stream is supposed to look like here. Alright, well, I can't erase all this stuff, but what I'll do is I'll show you the way the jet stream is supposed to look. Jet stream is supposed to have more of a west to east. It's not supposed to be so kinked up. It's supposed to be more like this. Alright? It's supposed to be more like that. Alright? And when you have a more west to east flow like this, it keeps this disgusting air over here from coming up the east coast. But because we don't have that, and we have this, instead of this, we got this, it's pulling all this disgusting tropical air up the east coast. Alright? And that's due to climate change. Alright? Bottom line is, this is not normal, because we're seeing this more and more and more. Alright? We're not seeing the normal flow in the atmosphere that we're supposed to see because of what we are doing to the balance of this planet. Again, the tropics, they're not heating up at all. They're staying about the same. But the poles up here, they're heating up exponentially. So when you see all the heating up going on out here, what it's doing is it's melting the ice. All right, melting the ice. All right, this is pretty bad here writing. It's melting ice, which ice reflects light out to space. All right, reflects light and heat out to space. So now you have less ice, which makes it warmer, which melts more ice. You see what we've done? We've now set in an out of control process in the atmosphere that is resulting. This isn't going to be slow global warming. This is going to be rapid. We're going to continue to see exponentially rapid climate change. And then what you got is the methane now melting out of the permafrost, which is a much more potent greenhouse gas than carbon dioxide. So you can see what we've done here. We have literally created a monster because of our ignorance about climate change. And we've had so many years, and we knew about global warming in the 70s and the 80s. We could have done something then to stop this. But no, we have to be ignorant, and we continue to destroy the planet by burning fossil fuels all across the globe, cutting down forests all across the globe, creating this out-of-control situation. And now, I fear, we have no way of stopping this. We have no way of stopping this. The only thing that could stop it is something... I don't think we even have the technology available to put... We need a supervolcanic eruption. We need major volcano eruptions to put enough stuff into the upper atmosphere to block the sun. Because this is the only way we're going to cool this planet down is if we block the sun. We've got to find some way to block the sun. Alright? And not with clouds. We need something shiny, something reflective, like the particles that come out of a volcano, of the sulfur, whatever they call it, sulfur dioxide particles, reflect the sun out. And this is what's happened after Mount Pinatubo erupted, Mount Tambora erupted, the year without a summer. We need something like that, but we need something even bigger than that. Almost like a super volcano. Maybe Yellowstone will blow, and maybe Yellowstone blowing will do us all a favor and save the planet. So once again, let me just explain this to you in simple terms. All right, and I think this is the last time I can explain this to you all, because I can only explain it so much. Hopefully you just spread the word, and hopefully people will realize what's going on here. All right, so let's take a look at all the disasters we've had recently. All right, we've had Irma hitting Florida. All right, we had Harvey in Texas. We had Maria in Puerto Rico. Let's not forget the damage from Irma and Maria and Jose in the eastern Caribbean here, right? We've had the wildfires in California, wildfires up in Canada over here, right? We've had Ophelia, a tropical system, impacting, almost a hurricane impacting Ireland, all right? We've had all this unusual warmth, and it continues, the unusual things going on. This is a short amount of time. So what's going to happen is we continue with these disasters. The next hurricanes, to keep these kind of patterns up, we're going to have hurricanes every year. Imagine a Sandy. No, imagine a hurricane of 38 almost every other summer hitting our area. All right? Imagine more hurricanes hitting Florida. Imagine all the areas that have become uninhabitable due to natural disasters. This is where you need to take interest, right? Because if you enjoy your life, all right, you enjoy your life and your town and where you live. civilization as we know it is going to be brought to the brink with all these disasters because of climate change. So we all have an interest in stopping climate change, but it seems that nobody in the mass media, nobody in the White House, nobody in our government, whether it be Democrat or Republican, is taking this problem seriously. I don't want to put people into a panic, but we need to do something about this. We need to wake up. Not only do we need to find a way to cool this planet down, find any way possible. That's money well spent. That's what we should be spending money on right now. All right? Instead of exploring and drilling in the Arctic, we need to be spending money on trying to save this planet. All right? Because there's only one Earth. We ruin it, we are screwed. And right now, I have to say, folks, I'm going to write it on the screen for you. We are so fucked. Alright? This is a statement that Humpty Dumpty Tribe put in, but at the rate we are going, we are so fucked because we have caused irreversible damage to this planet. And nobody seems to realize that we are fucked. We have destroyed the planet. We have started a process now that is now out of control. And all I can say is enjoy life. Make the most of your life now because we are going to see tremendous upheaval in the years to come unless we find a way to stop this. And right now, nobody is even interested in trying to stop this. Let's pray for humanity. Let's pray for Earth. All right? Take it easy.